Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. The Huskies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Delaware's offense comes onto the field first today. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's reeled in. It's Shaw. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So Northern Illinois' offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll pull it on the read. He has the first and still on his feet. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass is incomplete. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. He's got an open man. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Let's look big picture at Northern Illinois. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the sticks, it's Shaw. They'll move the chains, good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Final play of the quarter coming. Off play action on 1st down. Right down the middle. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the toss. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's off. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. And you're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads quickly. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
2nd down coming up.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. It's complete on the right side. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Northern Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. The give on the counter. Nice move there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. It's complete! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Northern Illinois will line up with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Moving toward the end zone and fumble! Defense has it, they're on the move. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Blue Hens! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try to pound their way in. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. They will score! Touchdown, Northern Illinois!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Coastal Carolina.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Brings up second down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Out of bounds at the 42.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
And the Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Like, can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Blue Hens in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He leaves it with his back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Shaw. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. That's caught. It's Shaw. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The run from the shotgun. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Gets open down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. It's on target and complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. On target to the left. Open space at the 25. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The running back has it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the Huskies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Northern Illinois right back to the line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lindsey. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Rides to back and leaves it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fighting up and runs through another guy. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air. It's Lindsey. Here's the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Snagged out of the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He'll do it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
Punt is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Oh, they're after him. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock.
Man, that's deflating. And as a defensive guy, I was frustrated when my offense didn't come through when I needed him to. But now it's my time. I got to go make a play. I got to go force a turnover, get the ball back to my offense so we can tie or win this ball game.
You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.